teaching these players what this game means.
Each team with 8 wins. Cooper Roth kicks it off. Aleva Hifo, the freshman, from the 6-yard line on the return. And Hifo finds a seam across the 30-yard line. Aleva Hifo to the 45. Here has thrown 18 passes in relief of Taysom Hill, who was out with an elbow injury in the game against Utah State to end the regular season. And they go short to Nick Kurtz on the first play, something we heard Ty Detmer.
His run ability on third down.
Johnny Linehan, who's been very good this year at pinning teams back inside the 20, bounces this one inside the 10 around Austin. It's third down. Last time, as we told you, October 23rd, 2010, BYU has had the series lead, won 7 in a row, including this one, 25-20. Last Wyoming win was 13 seasons ago, a 13-10 final score. They played the WAC championship as well back in 1996 in Las Vegas. BYU's defense trying to get off the field on this first Wyoming drive. And the sophomore quarterback, Josh Allen, sails it incomplete. Jake Mulhart.
So we'll see how that works out here this evening.
Tanner Mangum 8-4 as a starter last year in 12 starts, and he relies on Jamal Williams here, and the leading running back in BYU history to the 40-yard line. First down run for Williams, and that's a nice lug.
Jason, is when you can turn it and hand it off to a guy like Williams that's been ultra productive when he's stayed healthy. He's a make-you-miss type of guy, but behind this zone scheme that BYU likes to run, he's also very...
North of here, east of Los Angeles. Williams again breaks free, and Jamal Williams loses the football. And Wyoming has 3 guys surrounding it. The Cowboys create the turnover. So Wyoming creates the turnover, and Sean Wick has that run strung out. BYU has one of the top 10 rush defenses at Utah State just a couple of weeks ago. Second down, Colby Pearson hit immediately. Third down and medium on the way.
Indeed, Jason. I would rather lose and live in Provo than win and live in Laramie. That's former BYU coach.
Wick motions out of the backfield. These teams are 0 for on third down, and that will stay. C.J. Johnson wrapped up and dumped. Bell guy, he's going to talk to his folks and check into his draft status as Jamal Williams and BYU goes back to town, and he invites the contact right at the 40-yard line. There you go. However, tonight may play into his hands. Williams again attacks the defense to the 47. Second down coming. Logical time when you might see a break in the decision, as that is just dropped by Tanner Gentry. Rare drop. That's a mishandled snap. Ethan Wood. Ball is on the turf inside the 5-yard line, and this is going to be big news for BYU no matter what.
Focus in conditions that aren't ideal. Morgan Unga is going to be the guy that actually gets to the punter, Wood, initially, and leaves the ball on the ground, but you just have to...
Ball in San Diego's 10 inches per year. It's coming down in buckets. Mangum on the run. Tanner Mangum, touchdown! No injury leading this offense.
And a good sign for BYU. You can see him looking off to the right initially. Nobody's there.
Said it was a golf glove. Looks like a golf glove. I'm not a golfer, but I know it's pouring in San Diego and it never rains here. Go figure. I'm on the sideline. You guys are dry.
Yeah, those leather gloves to some extent get a little bit tackier with a little bit of moisture, but if they get wet, they're not any good either.
Clark also gets a little tackier with a little bit of moisture.
Yeah, no doubt, and we do know he's not a very good golfer.
Wick on first down.
Earlier in this one than normal.
On the ground again. This time Hill is wrapped up at the 45. Fred Warner, the California native, takes him down. Fourth down. That you can possibly imagine the patience that it's taken for Hill. First-year coach Kalani Sitake has seen quite a bit of it from Taysom Hill as Jamal Williams runs his way all the way across the 30-yard line. Another tough run for Williams, finally tackled.
Behind a zone scheme where that big offensive line doubles up, they get to the second level, but there was some relocation going there. Tanner Baldery, the tight end, was relocating and actually sealed the edge to that right side.
For Williams, who has been the workhorse for sure today. Opening up the play action this time. Colby Pearson intended. It's intercepted. Picked off easily by Wingard. His second interception of the year. And he's still going out of bounds. Nick Spohr is the holder. And he had some trouble getting it down, exactly as you said. Spohr to throw, and it's batted away. Longy got in front of it. And it's a turnover, Wyoming. 8 yards in his first start of the year for the sophomore out of Idaho, Tanner Mangum. Scanning the field, Mangum, nice job by Laulu Pututau to come back to the ball and create a first down.
Fourth receiver in, and he plays the middle of the field. He takes place essentially of the tight end and does this very thing. Get first down yard.
For BYU, which has its lone touchdown off the special teams error of Wyoming. Squally Canada darting through the defense to the third level and very close to midfield. That we're waving back and forth in the wind and the rain, so maybe he's the perfect guy for these circumstances, though he nearly lost his footing as a flag comes in. Canada's across midfield. Inside of a Ziploc bag, as we saw. Second down for BYU, and Jamal Williams breaking free inside the 20-yard line. And what a tough run by Williams. First down for Jamal Williams, and we still have 35 minutes plus to go tonight from San Diego, and Williams builds on it just short of the 10-yard line. Long of 37 for Allman this year. This one from 27.
Things going, and they took it to Colorado State earlier this season.
Third down, sideline route, too hot to handle. And in Hollister, the tight end, in motion. Hill once again looking for the end zone. Touchdown!
A lot of fun watching them play this season and have such a turnaround season this year. And so it's been a lot of fun watching them come out here and have a great successful season and get a bowl bid.
Coach Bull told me
He's very tough, and it's been a lot of fun to watch him play.
it probably helps that your dad was a wrestler and a farmer as well. And
Mangum off play action. Williams helped him with a block, and Mangum gets it out for a first down to Jonah Trineman, one of his favorite targets. Play action again. Mangum in his first start of the year looking for Kurtz, and Nick Kurtz inside the 5-yard line wins the battle. The San Diego native with a big hit for 39.
The third play-action pass on this drive, so run it effectively, and then Ty Detmer is trying to get after that secondary now. Underthrown. Antonio Hall tries to make a play. The pass interference really doesn't matter.
Mangum. Kurtz. Did he get the foot down? No.
In bounds, and I believe it was the first foot to come down. Actually, it was the left. Go up and use that frame.
Mangum on the run. Lobs it. Tipped. Batted around. Touchdown. And Tanner Baldery on the back end of it. BYU's back in. The third quarter's almost done.
Well, the weather is better, Jace, right? The fourth down conversion to Harshman right there, and then Brian Hill pays it off. Tanner Mangum to Kurtz, 39 yards. Mangum only had 19 in the entire first half. He was 4 or 5 on this drive on this quadruple ricochet, not with the crown of his helmet. It could have been just unnecessary roughness.
Flea flicker off the penalty, and Allen is intercepted. Picked off by Dion Lake. He had a pick 6 against Boise State. That's his third interception of the year.
As a quarterback, you still have to read it, and there was absolutely nothing here. The give to Hill and the pitch back to the quarterback, and you can see it very well defended. And I don't know that the quarterback, Dion Lake, make a big play for BYU there.
Mangum play action. Mangum over the middle, and this is brought in. Colby Pearson.
Than Taysom Hill. When Tanner Mangum gets on the move, he's still looking to throw the ball down the field. Typically, Taysom Hill in that situation.
BYU trying to salt this game away and make it 8 in a row against Wyoming. It's Jamal Williams breaking free. Williams into open space into the end zone.
Was loading up thinking it was going to be a pass, and then it's a hat on a hat up front. Jamal Williams has that burst, and then
Jamal Williams from 36 yards. Shrineman got him in.
You love wide receivers that work downfield. They a lot of times
Rain like this in years.
Kark, are you complaining? I can't tell
Look,
whether you're giving a weather
I'm
report or whether
Uber
you're
home.
complaining.
I'm taking Uber home. I don't even want to be in the car with both of you guys. Are singing at halftime, making fun of me that I'm wet. You're dry, enjoying the game.
That field's
toasty.
not in good
You got a
shape
heater
down
up there too?
I think Kark's mic is shorting out. We should turn that off. It's a loss to the 50-yard line for a Hill. Longy.
For Brian Hill.
Allen, end zone, Gentry got the foot in, touchdown. This run for Williams across the 40-yard line. Jamal Williams breaks it into plus territory. What a game for Jamal Williams.
Isn't it time for number 21 to carry the football? But once again, it's a physical approach by BYU on the line of scrimmage, and then a haul down the field saying, come and get some of this if you want some. And 21 has been lights out. Jamal Williams.
Allen under pressure, and he just slings it wide. Did he get it back to the line of scrimmage is the question.
Right now, and now the flag comes out because of that very reason. It's outside the pocket, but the ball has to advance.
Third down for Allen. Off the pump, feeling pressure. Allen lofts it. This is a touchdown. Tanner Gentry again.
A high percentage throw, I would like that. But you talk about Jamal Williams hanging on to the football. He coughs it up for the second time to the other team in his career, 700 carries, and then it was all about securing it. 2 hands on the ball after that, so I wouldn't think Jamal Williams is
shy of 10 yards on throws, and he will run play action. Mangum rolling out. He takes the sack. That keeps the clock going, forces the timeout. 1:35, loads of time for Wyoming, nearing field goal range for Cooper Roth. Allen, pump fake. Out of the pocket. Allen looking downfield. Intercepted! Kai Nakua picks it off. A high-risk throw, and BYU's interception leader salts it away in San Diego. His 6th against the first-year full-time starter.
throw the ball away. You can't take a sack, nor can you throw it late, over the middle, into harm's way, or a guy like that, a ball hawk like Kai Nakua, is going to find it, and he's going to make you pay for it.
Step on it. Tell him to come here and just step on it. Go. Hey, Tom. Woo, woo.
And Allen, with a lack of experience, makes a decision. Nakua picks it off, and BYU gets its first bowl victory in 4 tries.
The blue blood rivalry being renewed again from 1922 to 2010. These two teams have butted heads on a regular basis in conference, and that's what we saw tonight. It was two teams that actually played quite well tonight in most cases until that last play by Josh Allen.